Okay, so I've polymorphed whatever this is, whatever is pretending to be this woman, as I'm
Yep.
pretty sure she's not human or humanoid or anything like that anymore, into a snail, and I picked her up.
Yes.
Now what?
We have a dead woodsman who is basically completely devoid of sanity, who is now dead.
Yes.
We have her who did something to him after
Which
he
I
died.
yes, which I cannot examine the bag because the bag is currently trapped inside this polymorph form of a snail.
Yes.
And you were still a tiger.
Still a tiger for about another half hour.
Yes. I mean,
I would like you to roll a perception check, please.
no, good grief, is there more than one? Natural one.
All right. So we're having this conversation,
I'm currently distracted by my thoughts at the moment.
staring at a snail and a tiger, trying to figure out what to do next.
Yes.
So, what do you think you want to do next?
I mean, there are any number of very nasty things we can do in the situation. We basically have her at our mercy as this in the snail form.
Yep.
Unfortunately, short of just throwing her into a situation where she takes lots and lots and lots of damage,
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure how useful this is. Been
No.
well, first time use of a spell. It's going to.
Okay.
We could leave her here and keep moving. The spell's only going to last an hour.
Yep.
How far can we get in an hour?
And how we decide to travel.
Yeah.
While you're having this conversation with yourself,
Mhm.
unfortunately, you rolled a natural one on your perception check,
It
and
is.
they rolled a natural 20, and the other number doesn't even matter. Um, the first thing you notice is a spell being cast. Well, actually, the effect of a spell being cast. You rolled a natural one. There has to be some consequences for that.
Okay.
You, I, and the snail are being lightning bolted.
Okay. Well, I can see where the lightning bolt's coming from.
Yes. You see two night hags,
Okay.
and they have now just lightning bolted you and I, and their other, as it reverts to its normal self, night hag.
All right. Well, there's still saving throws here that need to be made.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to roll for this snail. Even with magic resistance, I actually could roll a natural 20. No,
I don't
it
know if it
doesn't
gets
get that as
magic
a no.
resistance.
It doesn't get that as a snail. You're right. Never
No.
mind. So I'm not gonna bother rolling for the snail. I'm gonna roll for myself. Ugh,
No.
that's terrible. And then I'm gonna roll some damage.
Well, I'm proficient in dexterity saving throws.
Oh, come on. Why can't I do this for myself?
All right. I rolled a 16
Okay,
to
hold on a
save.
sec. It's 8.
I'm going to assume she's no longer a snail, so I don't have to keep concentrating on polymorph.
No. This is a 33 point lightning bolt.
Halved for I don't know if I saved.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let's check what their spell save DCs is. Oh, it's different. Sorry. Different page, different abilities.
All right. So you said the snail has 1 hit point,
15.
so I succeed.
Yep.
You said the snail has 1 hit point.
Snail has 1 hit point.
Then she takes 32 points of damage to carry over.
Yes. Choose this.
All right, so I succeeded. So half of 33 is 16.
Yep. I failed.
5. Oh, the good news is the damage goes to the tiger.
Yes.
You have 4 hit points.
I have 4 hit points if I make the saving throw.
Oh, that's right.
Oh. Constitution of a tiger.
So this counts as concentration then.
Yeah, as a concentration check.
Yeah.
Apparently, my Tiger form managed to, well, maintain.
So it served one purpose so far.
Yeah, it absorbed 33 points of damage,
Yes.
which is kind of nice.
So
So
we
you took,
take a bunch of lightning damage,
yep,
and I can no longer hang on to her in her natural hag form, so she falls to the ground.
yes. So we now have three hags. You can roll an Arcana check if you like, but
You already called them what they are, by the way.
yeah, they're night hags.
Night natural 20. I know exactly what they are.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
what I thought they were before we went on break.
They are a coven of night hags,
Great.
and one of them's really not happy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. All right, I have a quick question.
Yes,
Do they all have their own initiative order, or are they all in the same one?
that was going to call out a surprise round because you're a natural one. So roll some initiatives here.
Oh, we're rolling new initiatives, are we?
No, just adding into.
Okay.
Okay, hag number one has a 20.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm leaving her as she is.
Yeah, hag number two has an 18.
Oh,
And hag number three has a 5. Now, you roll a natural 20 on your Arcana check for them.
to recognize them, yes.
Well, it's going to give you a little bit more detail because, well, natural 20 has to give you something.
Yes.
You remember from your teachings and your studies
And they can give nightmares. I remember that.
that the
That explains what that
hags,
was.
when they form a coven, if they are all within 30 feet of each other, they get additional spells.
Yes, they can do coven-based magic, and I think I remember that bag being some part of that too, or something.
No, it is not. That is a soul bag.
Yes, it has something to do with their magic, though.
Yeah, and that poor bugger is now trapped in it because he did something evil.
Yeah.
Yes, it caused nightmares for humanoids.
Yes.
Get them to do something evil, and when they die,
They take the soul. Yeah, they're fiendish, if I remember correctly, types of hags. Yeah. Yeah, they can travel to the lower planes, if I remember correctly. And they can go ethereal, I know that. So that explains what that was.
nope, they can go ethereal. All right, you roll a natural 20. I'll give you a little bit more information.
Yeah.
They have what's called a heart stone. It's the thing that they make.
Yeah.
Whoever's in possession of that stone can go ethereal.
Yeah, all I was saying is what I sensed last night was them.
Yeah, and what they can do as a twice per day spell ability is they can plane shift.
Right.
So,
Well, let us try and prevent that from happening.
all right. So,
Where are we in the initiative order here?
well, we're gonna say we're at that hag's initiative order when that happened. You're up next.
All right. So they have to be within 30 feet to do the lightning bolt, you said, right?
They are all within 30 feet of each other.
All right. Well, in that case, I should be able
One
to.
of them you just dropped, so it's right
Yes.
in front of you.
So I should be able to maneuver around her without leaving her melee range.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't need a maneuver if you're trying to get them all on some sort of area effect spell.
Yeah, I'm trying to fit them inside a cone.
Yep. No, you're facing the right direction to begin with.
All right then, I said. Well, that hurt. My turn. My grimoire flips open and the temperature in the area drops as I bring up my hand.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Cone of Cold at all three of them. 60-foot range cone.
All right. Well, that's big stuff.
That was not pleasant, and
All right.
one of my new 5th level spells.
So we've already done
Unfortunately, they do get magic resistance face.
They also start, one of them starts doing the gesture for counterspell. I won't even let me make your roll for it because you do it all the bloody time. They're attempting to counter your
My cone of cold.
Yes. Are you going to let them roll? Going to give them a portent, or are you going to counter the counterspell?
Well, you just gave me a very good idea.
No, portent. Oops. Sorry.
It's not something that comes up very often, but it is an ability check. So yeah. Unless she can make it with a 4.
No chance.
Okay.
Alright, her counterspell fails. Make sure I mark that off. We have a limited number of these things.
Yes. Alright. All 3 of them need to make Constitution saving throws. Unfortunately, they all get advantage.
Yes, they have...
I need a lot of d8s.
Oh, that is a natural 20. We'll call that hag number 1. Oh, that's a fail. Ooh, and a success. So we have 1 critical success, takes no damage, 1 fail, and 1 success.
And I am rolling 8d8 cold damage here. And there is a 1.
Always something.
$40 points of cold damage.
Alright. Hag number 1 was already taken 43 points of damage, rolled a natural 20.
Takes nothing.
Takes nothing. Next one fails.
Takes 40 points of cold damage unless she has cold resistance on top of magic resistance.
Seems to not take as much damage as you would expect.
So, halved. Okay, anyway.
And
you see the last one's quartered.
The third one takes even less than that. At least you gave me an easy number to divide.
Yeah. I don't know if any of them are concentrating on any spells or not. They have to roll for.
No, not at the moment.
All right. Well, that is irritating, I say.
Yes, I noticed all this. I'm up next.
Yes.
I stopped being a tiger because it has 4 hit points for starters, and secondly, I can't do squat besides just swat at them.
The good news is that costs you nothing.
I just stopped thinking about it. Yeah.
It also means you no longer see in the dark.
I can no longer see in the dark. So that does kind of... Well, actually, no, there's one right beside you. I could aim for.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, and I'm going to say, seems like we should avoid cold.
well, it's not my thing anyway. I better roll an Arcana check, though. I have way too much knowledge, so I have to make sure. How much knowledge does Jonas have?
Hey, I wish that my natural 20 on my Arcana check told me these things were cold resistant.
It should have.
Oops. Oh well, easy to forget things like that.
Yes, so I can do an area effect spell. I don't
No
know.
fireballs, including me in the radius, please. You can aim for those 2.
I am going to... I don't know about some of the stuff they can do. But I know something that they can't resist against. I am going to burn a 5th level spell slot.
It's presumably force.
It is force. Alright. I'm casting my favorite spell of all time.
Bigby's hand.
I cast Bigby's hand. It comes out looking like a giant monkey's paw.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you have your version of it.
Yep. And it is going to try and squish the life out of witch number 1.
Okay.
Or sorry, hag number 1.
Yeah. I mean, that is technically what the word means as well. And they are literally meant to be like, they're based literally on fairy tale witches, these creatures.
And unfortunately, I do not have stats for Bigby's hand in front of me.
Alright, hang on. I'll look it up.
Write that down. Is it a contested strength check?
I'm looking up, 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
So which action are you doing?
I'm trying to grab her.
Okay, so you're grasping her.
Yep.
Attempts to make grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet of it. Yep. Use the hand strength score to resolve the grapple. Yeah, so it's a contested strength score with her.
Can you roll for her, please?
Sure. What am I adding to this roll?
That's out of luck. +4.
10.
Well, I got way more than +4.
Yeah, you get +8.
Yeah. She's grappled.
Alright. Oh, you also have advantage if it's medium or smaller, which I assume she is.
Oh, maybe we'll get a 20 here, but who cares? No real difference. Okay.
Alright, so as a bonus action, you can have
I'm going to
hand
squish her.
crusher.
Yep. How much damage is that?
2d6 plus your spellcasting ability, so +4.
She takes 11 points of damage. She screams. She's not happy about this at all. She's not having a good night.
It's not, it's day.
That's always night.
Anyway, yes.
So, that is my turn. She's grappled.
You're concentrating on the spell.
I'm concentrating on Bigby's hand. We go to the top of the round, which is hers. She is...
Oh, no, there's a hag number 3.
Oh, sorry, I forgot what number 5 initiative order.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't know why I said that. Yeah, this is not going well for... This is not nice for us, because after your turn, we have all 3 of them in quick succession here.
Yes. So, she is... All right. Odds or evens, my son? What do you want?
Even.
You have to make a saving throw, please. Hold on a sec. I'll let you know what's going on first. She makes some very familiar gestures, which has happened to us before. Actually, no. Roll a burn bell. You may not see it.
Arcana?
Yeah.
24.
Okay, I didn't bother. She's attempting to cast Hold Person on you.
Alright,
You have a portent?
I do, and I want to try and save my counter spells for other things. I have very good wisdom saving throws, so... I am going to use my other portent, which is a 15.
Oh, never mind. That's exactly what you need.
Yeah, which brings it up to a 23.
That takes care of all those. All right.
Yes, from what I understand of these things, they do get additional spells for them being a coven, but there's not as many of those, I don't think.
No, there's not as many of them, and there are restrictions on them and a whole pile of other stuff. I was actually kind of concerned that would never come up at all, but this is actually working out reasonably well.
All right, now we come to the top of the round. So she's grappled.
Yes. All right.
Which does mean she has difficulty casting spells.
She is going to attempt the spell she tried that you countered last time. But she has difficulty doing this. So
yeah, she has to make a spellcasting ability check. Contested with the level of the spell.
she attempted to plane shift and failed.
Yeah, that's a 7th level spell, I believe.
Yeah. She is...
So she was leaving her... I don't know what to call it. So she was leaving her, they're not her friends, obviously, but colleagues.
Oh, she's hurting.
Yep. Well, the spell failed.
Yep. hag number 2. Well, you can do more than just that. What can you do?
Hopefully not another lightning bolt.
Well, we're gonna move up the scale a little bit here. She is going to cast a spell. Odds or evens?
Evens, I'll stick with that.
Evens it is. What in the world's going on here? Okay. You need an Arcana check.
Um, 11.
You don't know the spell. It is on our spell list.
So I don't recognize it.
You don't know it, and I can't give it to you.
Well, I used my only remaining portent before, so I will counterspell this. It's my reaction.
Okay, it is not a 3rd level spell.
Do I have to roll?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I roll a total of 18.
You save versus the Phantasmal Killer.
I mean, I counter the Phantasmal Killer.
Oh, sorry, you counter the Phantasmal Killer. They're not having a good set of results.
No, and the good news is my reaction comes back on my turn, which is next.
Yeah, so we're up to you in the initiative order now.
All right, so I get my reaction back.
Yep. And you see some very frustrated looking hags.
Not frustrated enough, unfortunately. All right. If I remember correctly about these creatures, if we get rid of the 3, if we knock their numbers down from 3 to 2, they lose all their coven spells, if I remember correctly.
You rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
Give this to you. You just have to separate them by more than 30 feet.
Yeah, but I'm trying to separate them from planes of existence at this point.
If she had a plane shifted,
yeah,
then all of their abilities on that side go away.
Yes, but she also gets away.
Yeah.
Now, these are presumably extraplanar creatures, from what I recall about them.
Yeah.
Which means we can't kill them here, which means we're probably going to be making some enemies in the long run.
No. You kill them here.
Yeah.
They're dead. They came from somewhere, but they exist here.
Okay. That must be something different from the usual rules about this, then. All right. One more question before I decide what to do. How badly damaged does that hag look? The one that's in your Bigby's hand.
Not quite bloodied.
Okay, so I'm going to do a high-level magic missile then. At her.
Okay.
I do want to try and even out these numbers a little bit for us.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to hit her with a 4th level magic missile.
Alright, go for it.
We can't cast shield! Can't remember if we do.
Let's have a look what you can do.
Uh, 20 points of force damage as I unleash the 6 arcane darts at her. At point blank range. Because she's immediately to my left.
He takes 20 points of damage. She's now bloody.
Okay, so they have a lot of hit points then.
They have a lot of hit points.
And you really felt necessary to throw 3 of them at us.
Yeah.
I might want to hang on to the force. With cold resistance, I'm probably going to be using a lot.
Okay, so.
Your turn.
My turn.
Well, as a bonus action, you can have the hand just crush her again.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's nice. That's a free 2d6 plus 4 damage.
For 14 points of damage. She screams at that because she is taking a terrible beating here.
Yes.
Okay. Because I know enough about this that they have resistances to various magic. It doesn't seem to be resistant at all to force. I am going to do something that is force oriented on a restrained individual. She's restrained.
Yes, she's grappled.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I was attempting to hit her with the Ring of the Ram.
Oh.
I have to check her out. What is your AC? Holy crap. Your AC is 17.
Oh, natural armor?
Apparently.
I take it you didn't hit.
I don't have that many pluses on there.
No, it's like plus 7 to hit.
Yeah.
You have luck, you can reroll if you want.
I think that might be a good idea, because I don't want this to miss.
No, because I assume, once again, you're using all 3 charges.
Oh, of course I am. Alright, 1 point of luck, and we hit.
Alright. 60, 10 force damage is a lot. Roll high.
One, 2, 20. 29 points of force damage.
Well, that's not too good. That's below half. Well,
She ceases to struggle.
Oh, she's dead.
1 hag down.
Alright. They lose all of their,
Second page of abilities,
yeah.
and they are not happy.
Also, this is the one that has that soul bag.
Yes. I release her.
Yeah. You move the hand on to someone else now if you want.
Not till my next turn.
Yeah.
So we're up to hag number
3.
3.
We'll just keep those numbers the same.
Who can't do any of those things. So,
Yeah, but they have a list of spells that they can do.
Yep. So she is now... Well, I'm not stupid trying to do that or that. Considering what we're throwing around, they're not stupid. Okay, what is your intelligence? Oh yeah, that's good enough. She is going to try casting a spell.
Alright.
I have an Arcana check, reel it.
Yep. So can you, technically, but you don't have counterspell prepare, so it doesn't really matter. 25.
She is attempting to plane shift.
Oh. Okay. So they're in retreat mode at the moment.
They're down a member.
Yeah. Plane shift, if I remember correctly, is a 7th level spell. So, do I want to try and prevent this from happening?
I'm gonna like you to roll a second Arcana check, just because of something else.
Natural 20.
2 natural 20s for the same creature, same Arcana check. God. All right, you know
natural 20 or whatever.
You
Yeah.
know that they can cast plane shift twice per day each.
And she's not cast them at all. It was the other one who did it twice.
Yeah, no, the dead one did it twice.
Yes. So I have 3 spell slots with which to counterspell left.
Yes.
Honestly, these things leaving, I'm fine with that.
All right. Plane shift happens. And 1 hag is gone.
Alright. 1 dead, 1 gone. We're probably going to be making some long-term enemies here. And next up we have hag number 2, the remaining one.
Well, she is next. She is also going to cast plane shift because there's nobody here anymore.
Yeah, okay. That works for me.
All right.
I don't know if it annoys you or not.
Eh, that is what it is.
So we have one dead hag, and she had the soul bag on her.
Yes, she still does.
Yes, which means we technically have it. I don't know if there's anything we can do with that.
You can release the soul.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I understand from my Arcana check enough how to do that.
You know that the bag is made out of human skin.
Yeah, I saw that last night and I thought that exactly.
Um, I'm not sure if you want to touch this thing. It is
You
evil.
have a magical giant hand with a strength of 26 for the next minute.
Um, you roll a natural 20. I assume that you know how to release the
All right.
soul. So
So it has to be open. So just like, all
yeah, I use the giant hand to open the bag.
right, let's just release that soul, and so that's something good came of this sort of.
So
Yeah. So from what I understand, she's dead.
the hag?
Yes, there's no way that this isn't like with other extraplane creatures that she can come back possibly.
No, dead hag's dead.
All right. Uh,
The other two, on the other hand, can
yeah, they're elsewhere.
they plane shifted. They can't come back.
Yeah, they can come back today if they want.
They can come back 2 minutes from now if they want, or 6 seconds from now if they really wanted to. Not
Yes.
going to because they bugged out.
No, that probably wouldn't work very well for them.
Well, see, the thing is, while they had all their funky powers,
Yeah.
they hardly even phased us.
Yeah, well, you were a tiger at the time they saved.
Yeah,
I
and every
assume the lightning bolt was one of their big spells.
no, no,
Oh,
no, they had other stuff. That was
yeah.
they opened up with that because they wanted their sister
Yeah.
to be,
They nearly killed her.
yeah, well, they're not warm and fuzzy creatures.
All right. While we're discussing this, I'm going to take out the refilling flask of healing potion and drink it.
Okay,
I get back 6 hit points.
okay,
Well, I don't know if these things can revive her or not. I
you
don't.
don't know.
They're arcane spellcast. Well,
No, they
there is
can't.
from what I understand, right?
No, you rolled natural 20. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Do you want to go have your hand throw this body in the river or something?
I'm more concerned about the soul bag.
We emptied it.
It still exists.
Oh. Okay. So yes. Is there any way we can destroy that? It's a magical item.
I don't know.
All right. Promise the last thing I'm going to ask her out rolling off this natural 20. Do I know a way of destroying this thing that easily?
No, it's a magic item. There is an eye that they create that they give to mortals to, you know, spy on
Yeah, they've
stuff.
got a lot of traditional
Yeah,
mythology and fairy tale witchcraft stuff they do.
yeah. And that has a hit point and can be destroyed.
Yes.
The other two
Well,
magic items that they have, one which is in our possession, and the other one that's with one of the other two, we assume,
yes.
um, they're magic items.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to throw the bag in the river, in which case it'll uh, get washed downstream or something.
It'd be hard to find, maybe. They don't have locate object on the spell list, that's for sure.
All right. Well, if you want to do that, we can because we can't exactly just burn it.
No, we don't want to bring it with us either. It's
No.
disgusting. All right, toss it in the river.
Yeah.
Maybe those critters can do something with it.
Maybe, or maybe it'll just wash downstream into that
Chasm.
chasm,
Yeah.
and they'll never get back. So they'll just end up probably making a new one.
They can make a new one.
Yeah. But I'm fine with making this as difficult for them to do that as possible.
Yeah. Two. All right. I rolled some reactions for them to see what they are going to do in the future about us.
All right. Well, for the moment anyway, we should proceed with caution because clearly there are some new dangers in this forest. We definitely did not run into those things last time.
Yep. I have a suggestion that we put a little bit distance between us and this spot.
Yeah, just in case they decide to plane shift back to it. You can no longer see in the dark.
No, I can cast light. Or what I was thinking we could do is hop on our brooms, go up
Yep.
into the daylight, and then fly along for a little while.
All right, as long yeah, we can, as provided there's enough space in the canopy for us to do that.
It's going to be tricky,
All right,
but it's not something we're doing as a matter of urgency, so it'll take just a little bit longer.
all right, let's do that. Let's get the brooms out.
Yeah. And I managed to get some mushrooms. Not
Yes.
all the ones I wanted, but I don't think I want to hang around this place anymore.
No, it is becoming more and more dangerous.
Well, we handled them quite well,
Yes,
but it's not the kind of thing that I want to.
I do not wish to push my luck.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so we eventually do a Bilbo Baggins and we get above the Mirkwood Forest area
Yep.
and see the sunshine and the butterflies. And
And unlike him, we keep going.
oh, one more. There we are. So we're somewhere in the middle here and we can see the plateau.
All right. Well, we know the Elven lands are in that general direction.
Well, technically they're up off the map in that direction, but I do want to see how this is as close as we've been to the plateau in forever. I
Yep.
think it might be a good idea to stop in and visit home.
All right, so you want to head back.
Yeah,
All right. I took us the better part of 2 weeks to get to Vyrn's Run originally.
and we're going to make it back in less than 2 days.
Yeah, but I don't think we're making it there today on the even on the brooms.
No, you can't dash on the broom. So unless I burn a polymorph spell,
Yeah.
or sorry, two polymorph spells, and turn into a giant eagle, or turn us both into giant eagles, um, we are going to not get there today.
Well, clearly there are some more dangerous creatures in this part of the world than we remember last time, so I don't want to go throwing spells around that we might need anyway.
All right. So
And we're not in a hurry.
no, we fly over the rest of the dark forest
Yeah.
and follow the river because that's
Yep.
what we did last time.
Follow the nameless river.
Yep. We make it about here.
Yeah, I think we're on the wrong side of the river.
It doesn't matter to fly over it.
No.
Yeah. So we camp for the night.
Yes. Do I need to roll for a spot?
Let's do our usual stuff just in case.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, natural 20 on campsite.
Cool. We find a wonderful spot by the river, nice and secluded, copse of trees, and we set up camp for the night.
Definitely setting up the alarm.
Yeah.
Familiars on watch and
Because
your
one
camouflage
thing you
hut.
know about hags
Yeah.
is they like to invade dreams,
Yes, which is what they did to that poor guy.
drive them crazy,
Mhm.
and then have them commit evil acts.
Yeah, and then trap the souls in the soul bag.
Yeah.
Yes, so let's try and prevent that just in case those two are in a vengeful mood.
All right. Make a long story short, the evening goes by uneventfully.
Yay!
We get up, we have breakfast, mark off another day's worth of food,
Yep.
and we fly the rest of the way to the plateau, getting there before sunset. Did I put that map in there? Oh, no. What a waste. Oh, that would have been so nice to have that there. I'm sorry.
We vaguely we remember what it looks like.
Well, we know what it looks like. It was just for everybody else. We land on the plateau, causing a bit of a stir until they realize who it is. And then it causes a bigger stir because we have family and friends.
Well, you do.
You too. We did save them from a whole pile of nasty things, including Gregor
Yes.
and the sorcerer.
Yes, well, my family's not in the village, is what I meant.
No. So I am going to montage this a little bit because, well, I'm going to spend time with my family.
Yes.
One of the things I want to do because of possible issues with the Court of the
Yeah,
S.A.N.
we probably should not mention Bree. That's
Yeah,
going to be an awkward conversation.
I might tell Ren and
I
uh,
will probably tell Ren that, yeah,
yeah.
because we need someone to know, but
What am I going to
he
say to
might be
her parents?
telling the court about the plateau at some point.
Yes. So what am I going to tell her parents? She's out in the world and alive.
Yeah.
Last time we saw her, she was perfectly healthy.
Yeah, and the time before that, you fireballed her.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave that part out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we tell mom and dad and brother as little as possible about her current choices in the world.
Yes, and that we don't, that they're still bad, and we do not know, well, exactly where she is at the moment. We have a pretty good idea.
I'm gonna tell my mom and dad a little bit more, saying if she shows up to contact us using the mirrors that we
Yes.
divvied up.
I'm definitely going to tell Ren this because
Yep.
he's going to be quite possibly the only person on the plateau who can do anything to stop her.
Yes. And the other thing I want to do is partially for other reasons, but partially because they're going to need some form of transportation if things go south here. I'm going to give my broom to my mom and
Yeah.
I'm going to explain to her how to use it, give her some lessons. We'll spend a couple of days and reminisce and talk and leave out some of the more harrowing things that we've been through
Yeah.
and just tell her, we're having fun.
Yeah. I'm going to leave my room with Ren because
Yeah, you can use it.
he will probably be able to figure out easily enough how to do this. I assume he knows Identify.
Yeah.
I
So
assume he
we,
taught you the spell and me, yeah, at some point.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that is what we're going to do for a few days, but there's no point in going through that here.
Yes. The nice thing about pleasant rest and days off, I get to recover from some injuries, I assume.
Yes, we will be up to full health in short order.
Yeah. But
As
there's
almost
not much as of interest that's going to happen, unfortunately.
no, it's going to be family time.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat. Oh, one thing we can do with a little bit of monetary expense
Yeah.
is replenish our food sources.
Yes. So, well, I still have 30 days worth of food left.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be heading north. Oh, a second, I'll just switch over to that now.
Yeah, world map.
World map. We are
So
here.
we're there.
We're going to
The
go
Elven
there.
lands are to the northwest.
Yep.
And one other thing, that island,
Yes, that got mentioned.
like I mentioned, that Dracomir, I believe is what they called it.
The
Court
facility.
has interests and quite possibly a base of operations there.
Yes, which is part of the reason for going there.
Yes, because that means, well, we kept the court from controlling Vyrn's realm, but that still means they've got a potential fortress not too far from the plateau.
Yeah. Well, in total, I checked my records. We have eliminated 21 of their sorcerers, including a head of one of the courts. They're
Yes, but they picked up a replacement for one of them.
yeah. So out of the 50 total that they had, they are down 22 sorcerers.
Yeah,
One that has nothing to do with us.
yeah, still plenty left, and there's still six of the ruling seven left in Ulrich's.
Oh no, this is not even remote. I mean, we just had a really, really harrowing and difficult battle with one of the weaker members.
Yeah,
We're nowhere near ready to take on the actual heads of the court.
no. Well, technically we did. She is one of the heads.
Yeah. Well, not the ones that are actually in charge. So yeah, we got time.
Yes.
We need to gain more in ability and strength.
All right. So how much food do you think we should take with us?
I'm just gonna replenish it. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got like 50 some odd days worth of food.
I have 30 currently. Well, just going off of
Every time we head out into the woods or whatever, I carry 56 days worth of food with me.
just looking at the distance on this map here,
Yeah.
Vyrn's Run and the Elvenlands look almost equidistant from the plateau.
If we walk,
Yeah,
we're looking at a couple weeks.
which is what we're basically going to have to do at this point because we're leaving the brooms behind, and it is not a good idea for us to use that many spells just on travel, especially when we're not in a hurry.
Yeah, we're no rush. We need a rest from that. That was like I said, that was a massive battle. It drained us. So yeah, bit of time off. And do some actual exploring in the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, just have some R&R.
Yes.
Rest and reconnoitering. And this is where we'll pick it up.
Okay, so short second half.
Oh yeah, very short. Sorry.
That's fine. The fight kind of
It
went
was
sideways.
it went well, and then
Yeah.
it didn't. It all of a sudden just tanked for them when they lost all their abilities, and then she died.
All right. I'm gonna pick up 20 days worth of food. How much money do I have to spend for that before we quit?
Ugh, been so long. This is home. You're not gonna gouge us. A couple gold pieces, I guess.
All right. I'm just gonna all right. I'm gonna give them 3 because
Okay. So
mostly
yeah,
because that was what the one's digit in my gold currently was.
we're going to take some time,
Yes.
have a holiday.
So we're gonna have a bit of a rest. We can pick up if some any more preparations you want to do before we head out next time when we resume when I'm doing that. Or
Well, you might want to make some more paper and ink.
yep,
I
maybe
might
make
take
some
another 2 weeks.
scrolls.
Yeah.
Maybe do some research on how to protect ourselves from some night hags who might be after us.
They
Yeah,
have they are only effective against us if they form another coven.
yeah. Also, they might just, from what I understand of covens like that, sometimes they even fall apart if there aren't 3 members.
Yeah, they don't get along.
No, it literally takes the 3 of them to work in cooperation.
Yep.
But that's besides the point. We put plenty of distance between us for the time being.
Yeah, even though they can plane shift, they still have to travel in the physical world to get to us.
Yes, I mean they cannot plane shift to a location that you don't know of.
So I think for the moment we're fine with them, but
Yes.
it's always a good idea to take precautions. We do that every night, so
Yep. Well then, before we quit, this is the path we came back along, and this is the path we're heading along now.
yeah. Went all the way here. Well, sorry. Went all the way here, went way down south,
Yeah.
came back up, went here, and now we're gonna head
Yeah,
northwest.
we've come full circle for all intents and purposes,
Yeah, full
which is a
time.
nice little milestone for being 10th level. At
Yeah.
technically the halfway point for levels.
Yeah. Not,
Just for the definitive rules. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So that was a nice little milestone, and we'll be heading on to new unexplored lands. And technically, we hasn't even been an in-game year yet.
No, we have another full season.
Yep.
And
So
how do you enjoy being 10th level?
I like it so far. Kind of annoyed that you threw 3 cold resistant creatures at us when I got to try out Cone of Cold.
They're also fire resistant, by the way.
Yeah, I said,
And magic resistance.
and magic resistance. And I imagine they also had lightning because I think they're fiendish, right?
So,
You probably didn't write that down, but I think they are.
yeah.
And
But yeah, they're I thought they were going to be a bit more of a challenge than that.
oh well.
Problem with them is they need all three.
Yeah, as soon as you knock out one,
Yeah.
the others become a bit more of a joke. Well,
And you saved versus all the important things that they're throwing at us.
yeah, and I countered other ones. Yep.
So even though they had a whole pile of new funky tricks,
Yeah.
uh, this
Well,
didn't work out for them.
sometimes a defensive play style works out.
Yeah. And as always,
Yeah.
my bosses don't do well.
Don't compare them to Fortuna because she was on her own little level there compared to them and everything else we fought.
Well,
The only thing that came close was the dragon.
yeah, it went down like a chump.
There'll be other bosses, don't worry.
Yeah, I know. There's that fine line you gotta kind of walk just to make sure you don't have a total party kill.
Yeah. All right. So to not drag this out anymore,
Yeah.
thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please join us here again next time as we continue our adventures in the wilds of Taiga as we head out towards the Elven lands and towards the unknown.
Yep.
And possibly, in the distant future, our next encounter with the court.
Yeah, a bit of break would be nice, yes.
Yeah, that would be nice. Good night, everyone.
Not at all.